Hello everyone. A friend of mine had this challenge of migrating data from a list to another list in SharePoint with the attachment in the list. Um, I will just share with you the solution I offered him, just in case anyone has some challenge. So first, let's create a manual trigger flow. I prefer using the old version. Uh, let's just say I just prefer using the old version because I'm used to it. I've tried the new version a couple of times, but I just prefer the old. Now, we have two tables, that's table 1 and table 2. I've created them here, and table 1 has the data that we want to migrate to table 2. So these are the data, and these are the attachments. Now, and I've created table 2 as well. Table 2, here's table 2, has the same headers, but there's no data in it. So let me go back to site content, then our flow. Now we've created a manual flow. The first thing we'll do, we need to get the data from the list, which is table 1. So let's just say she gets item. So ensure to select the get item from SharePoint list. So let's search the address. This is the address. Yes, then the list, table 1. So we won't do any of this restriction. We'll just fetch all the items. Then the next is to get the attachment as well. So search for get attachment. Good. And select the address, site address, the name of the list, which is step 1. Then use the ID from the get item, which is the first table that the first object we initiated for the table 1. So it's ID. So automatically it generates a loop. So because we are doing it for multiple rows. Okay. So the next is to create item. Create item. So this will now create new rows in the table, second table, which is table 2. So select the site address and table 2. So all of the destination fields will show up here. So we are migrating. These are all the fields in get item, which is table 1. So you just select the description. Let's say we're adding a title as well. Let's say title, status value. This shows why you are seeing the drop down is because this is showing, it's actually a choice field. So if you work with Power Apps a lot, you will know that this is an option, and it's actually a choice field data type. So select enter custom value, then scroll down, you see status value, select. So you see this is quite different from description. Description is straight table text. So and the status is actually a custom choice field. Then dates. Select start date and select the end date. Good. So let's proceed to getting the attached content from the get attachment. So just search for get attached contents. Select the site's address. Select the table 1 ID, and you select the file identifier ID, which is the get item ID. So you select, good. It generates a loop, and because you're doing it for all the rows. Okay, so the next thing you do is to add the attachment. So search for add attachment. Like the address, list name to table 2, because table 2 we're adding the, okay, then we add the create item ID, then the display name, scroll down to the attachment display name. Here, display name, then the content of the attachment here, get attachment content. Just click, and we are done. Let's save it now. Give it a appropriate name. Let's say Migrate data. Then save. Now let's test our flow. Manual test. Continue, run flow. Done. Okay. Take some few seconds. I think it's completed now. Good. So let's go to table 2 here. You see all the records in table 1 and in table 2, including the attachments. So what do you think about this solution? I think it's pretty straightforward and it works. Alright, if you have any challenge, maybe you can just put in the comments and we'll try it out. Thank you very much. Bye.